So over here I have a combo, an LSI SAS card and expander combo. The SAS controller is by Fujistu. It's the 9211-8i variant. As you can see, it has two SAS ports over here, which could translate into 8 SATA. That's what the 8i stands for. So you can have up to 8 setup connectors connected to your hard drives. And I also got the expander, the Lenovo. It's the 03X3834. I got this one because I wanted to connect more hard drives than 8 hard drives. I'm gonna be having a lot more than that. So I bought this expander, that way I could connect more hard drives. It has 4 ports on the front and 2 more on the side. Like, these are supposed to connect to the controller, but since let me just tell you how it works. Like, if you would connect SSDs, you would need the bandwidth. You would need more bandwidth, so you would have to use those two to connect them directly to the controller over here, to the ports of the controller, and then you could only use 4 ports, which is still good. I mean, 4 ports, that gives you like what, 4, 8, 16, no, 12, yeah, 12, 16, 16, yeah, 16 drive. It would still give you access to 16 hard drives, 16 SATA ports, which is good. But since I'm only going to be connecting a mechanical drive, so I'm going to use this cable over here. It's a mini SFP to mini SFP. So I'm only going to connect this port over here to this one, and that would be sufficient to connect both the connector, the controller, and the expander. And by doing that, I will retain like this port to use. I could use this port to have more hard drives, to have more SATA connectors, and this one right here. So I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 connectors, which translate to 24 SATA connectors altogether. So you could have up to 24 hard drives with that setup. So this is pretty insane. I'm not sure that I'm going to be using that much, but if I want to, I will have the upgradability capacity for it. I could do that if I want to, assuming I have the space, and well, you know, that's like another issue altogether, but I would have the capacity resource for that using these 2 cards together. So that's it. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna open these up so we could take a closer look, and then I'm only gonna connect the. I think I'm gonna try to connect the controller, because I do have to make sure that the seller that I bought it from flashed it to an IT mode, because I don't want to be screwed with an HBA that's on IR mode. That's basically like hardware RAID, and this thing doesn't have JBOD, and I'm planning to use these for a JBOD array with a drive pool, like stable beat drive pool. I also bought this software so I could use it. So I really need it to work with to be in an IT mode. So I'm going to be checking that out. So first of all, let's take a closer look. I'll get it out of the package right now. Well, basically I got them out of their containment. It looks pretty good. They look really clean. The expander and the controller itself, it looks really clean, really nice, and it's a used card. Both of them are used, and they look pretty cool. Look pretty clean, pretty nice. And as you can see, I already connected both of them. This is how they're going to connect to each other. Now the controller basically needs it has to have the PCIe connection, so that's how it connects to the computer from that. However, the expander does not require to be connected to a PCIe from the motherboard. It only needs it for power. It only needs that connection for power only, not to be recognized with the controller at all. The way it recognized with the controller is by this cable right here. This is the link between the expander and the controller. The PCIe connector over here is solely for power. So in case I wouldn't be able to fit both of them on the PCIe on the motherboard, I did buy a riser connector, a PCIe riser connector that I will be able to fit in there and save space, or if it doesn't fit, so I would be able to connect it that way to provide it with power. And one of those like those riser cards, they have multiple choices for power. You could either provide them with SATA, with IDE Molex, or with 6-pin, the PCIe 6-pin connector. It has like all kinds of connectors that you could provide it with. So it's sort of a converter to PCIe to other means of power. That would be pretty good. That's pretty useful in my opinion, because I'm not sure. This is where it should go over here. So as you can see, I already have a graphics card in there, and there is a PCIe X16 right beneath the graphics card. I don't think that anything will be able to fit in there. If I want to use that PCIe connector, I would have to get like a low profile video card, like even something smaller than that. So I don't think anything would fit in there. However, if you can see, even underneath that connector, there is another X16, PCIe X16. That's where the connector, that's where the controller would go. And if I won't be able to fit I will try to connect something to the 16X over there right beneath the graphics card. I'll try to fit the controller, and then if it doesn't work, I'll just put it like underneath in the bottom part over there, and then I'll use the riser adapter thingy for the expander. That's what I'll use it for, just for power. So they both look great overall. Looking at it, they're pretty clean, they're pretty nice. But I think it's time to connect, to check at least the controller. I just want to check the controller. I have like a test bench thingy. I'm not going to put it in my computer right here, right now. I have a test bench. I don't even have the cables. I ordered the cables with another seller. These did not come with a SAS to SATA cables, the breakout cables. I bought them from another seller, so they will arrive like whenever they arrive. I don't know when that's gonna be, so I won't be able to power the drives anyway. I have like some serious drives coming up anyway, like 18 terabytes. I made a video about the 18 terabytes, the Exos, so I bought like 6 more of those. So that's gonna be crazy. So this is what's gonna power all those drives, and some of the drives that I already have existed. Like, this is why I need the JBOD. This is why I need the IT firmware on this. I need it to be flashed with the IT already. I don't want to have to deal with this. I want it to be plugged and play, so I can connect all my drives in a JBOD array with the stable bit drive pool, so I won't have to bother with anything at all. So right now I'm just gonna do like a dry run, just to see that the controller here works and that it's flashed into IT mode. I'll have to figure out how I check that out without seeing the information with drives or anything. I'll see if I can also plug the expander card over here. That's not my goal. However, I don't need to connect it. I'm gonna take a chance that it does work without problems. I just want to check this out. This is like what I want to see right now. This one, to see that it's flashed in IT mode. If not, I'll have to deal with this. Like I'll have to do that like real fast before the drives comes here and the cables and everything else that I've ordered. I'll have to really work on it right now if it's not flashed. But the seller guaranteed that he already sent it flashed to IT mode, so let's hope so. Alright, so I will check it out right now. I'll connect it to my test bench and we'll take a look. We'll see if it's flashed in IT mode or not. Well, as you can see, I connected the controller as I thought. My test bench motherboard, there it is. It does not have any other X16 connectors. There is only one for the graphics card. I don't need a graphics card on this. It has an onboard device. I digress. I connected the controller over there because I wanted to see this. You see it over there? IT enabled. Beautiful. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Has the 20.00.07.00-IT status enabled. That's what I wanted to see. And it detects the card. It says SAS 9211-8i. PCI bus. Yeah, that doesn't matter to me. But yeah, it works right out of the box, which means right now I could just go into Windows, Linux, FreeNAS, TrueNAS, OnRAID, whatever you will fucking want to use this thing, and plug and play, make any RAID configuration you want, any non-RAID configuration you want, like JBOD, which is what I'm going to be using, which is perfect for me. That's what I needed. And yeah, it's working perfectly right now, so I'm pretty satisfied with this. And yeah, I'm just gonna wait for my drives to arrive, my 18 terabyte drives that I've ordered, and the cables, the riser. I mean, it could, like, the expander could fit over there, which is where the controller and the expander are going anyway, so it's not gonna go over here, obviously. So, but still, I'm gonna see. Like, it's not guaranteed that they will fit in there. It's not guaranteed. So, I bought this riser adapter anyway to have it just in case. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this, and it's good to see. Like, when you boot up the system, let me show you. Oh, hold on, let me turn it off, turn it on. Alright. Now I need to put my finger on Control C, because there you go. It reads it absolutely right away. Avago Technologies, initializing, and initialize the SAS drive. And there you go. It asks you if you want to go to the configuration screen. To press Control C, which I did, and please wait, invoking SAS, blah blah blah, and there you go. Now you get to the same screen that I was, and I wonder what happens when I click Alt N. Pause when boot, display, alter display, no. Boot information, display mod, display minimal information, supports interrupt. Actually, what is... display adapters and install device. Display adapters. Display adapters and all devices. Alright. Yeah, I like that. I want to get all the information. Yeah. Adapter list. Okay. Save changes and exit this menu. Alright. So right now I just did a change to display more information because I do want to get the most information possible. So yeah, basically I'm just gonna go right now and exit the configuration, utility, and reboot. And right now I'm just gonna let it boot. Like, let's see what happens if I don't click anything. I'll just show you what's happening. It's just gonna go straight to like right now I don't have any operating system installed here, but basically that's what it's gonna do. There you go, it's listing the information and should go straight to the operating system. But as I mentioned, right now I don't have any bootable device connected. This is just my test bench right now. I just wanted to test it. So like on a normal use it would go straight into Windows after that. So yeah, anyway, this has been my video about the Fujistu SAS controller, the 1992-11-8i, and Expander over here. I didn't test it in this video, but they come together in set, so I will be testing it. I will make a video about my storage server upgradability, like the workstation, I call it. This is my workstation basically where I do most of my work. So I will do the upgrade, the storage upgrade for it, and I will be installing this in there. So I will make a video and you could see this bad boy installed in there along with this bad boy controller over here, his little brother, I would call it. The little brother that does all the work basically, but this, he helps too. He connects like all the drives to it. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, found it informative. If you want to stay tuned to watch more videos, I recommend you to stay tuned because I have this upcoming workstation upgrade that I'm gonna do to install all the drives. I'm basically gonna have an insane amount of data after that, like the storage capacity after that, let's just call it like that. So I do recommend you to stay tuned for that. So if you want to, you can subscribe to the channel if you want to stay tuned for that. I totally recommend that because it's gonna be crazy. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one.